Hello Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I just wanted to show you the Petals and Paisleys suite, which is what I used for this amazing card. So for this card I used the designer series paper, the stamp set, and the framelits. So the Petals and Paisleys designer series paper is what I used for that gorgeous background. And then I used the Paisleys and Posies stamp set for both the greeting and this amazing little focal point here, which is the coordinating Paisley's Framelits. And of course you can bundle and save 10% with the stamp set and the framelits. So be sure to enjoy that little savings there whenever you get both of those, because you're gonna totally want it. So let me bring in the stamp set. So that's this stamp set here. You can see that it has fabulous greetings up here at the top and then all of these amazing Paisley images. You can use those images as they are, as a single image, or you can always pair all of these images together for an amazing background. Or you can always stack them like I did for this great card. Then I want to bring in the amazing framelits. So a lot of the framelits die cut the exact images that are in, like, well, that you can see even in the paper, but then also in the stamp set here. So you can see these little images are this one here, and the flower image there is this one here. And then there's, you know, all your little circles and scallops and different things for that, which is what I used for this card here. So I'm just going to bring in my vanilla. Of course, you know how to use the background there. I started with a rich raspberry card base, and then my designer series paper is 4 inches by 8 1/4 or I'm sorry, oh geez. 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and then I have this little very vanilla piece here, which is 1 1/2 by 5 or 4 1/4. I'm sorry, geez, I don't have my measurements. I'll be sure to write them below so that you know for sure which one it is. 1 1/2 by 4. So I'm going to stamp my greeting first. You want to make sure that your greeting is off to the side so that you have plenty of room for your focal point. And the greeting that I'm using is "My world is brighter and more beautiful because of you." And I'm just going to ink that up in the rich raspberry. And again, we're going to make sure that we stamp it to the left-hand side so that we have plenty of room for our focal image on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to start with the largest of the circular scallop detailed images. And I'm actually going to do the first image in mint macaron. So that just goes directly onto my greeting piece here. So there we have the greeting piece. Now I'm actually going to push that aside because I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper to do the rest of the images. So the next image that I'm going to do is the one that kind of looks like a sun, and I'm going to do that one in Delightful Dijon. And I'm just going to stamp that down. And then the next smallest one I'm going to do in Rich Raspberry. And then the last one that I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to that mint macaron, and that's just this itty bitty 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 one. Oh, I don't really like how that one turned out. Let's do it again. Perfect, that one I like. And then I have the coordinating framelits for all of these. So the little bitty circle one is just a circle. And then this one has the scallops, and the awesome thing about this is that there's no like way to line it up perfectly. There's no like weird ripple or weird scallop that makes it go a little bit farther, so you don't have to worry about like rotating it around and around and around to find the perfect way to die cut it. And then this one, it's just all those little sunflower pieces. So again, there's no no perfect way that you have to line this up. So there we have all of the images, and now we're just going to die cut them out with the Big Shot and then layer them on. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces die cut, we can assemble. So for the first one here, I took the sun and I just used regular snail adhesive, and I laid that right on top. And then for the second one, our little rich raspberry, I actually used a Stampin' Dimensional just to sort of pop it up, give a little texture and dimension, and you all know that I can't have a card without Stampin' Dimensionals practically. So we'll add that on and pop that up there. And then we have our itty bitty little circle here that we're gonna add a little bit of snail to, maybe a little bit more than that. Sometimes it's easier to like set it down and then run it through. There we go. Now we have plenty. And then that just pops there right in the center of that. So there you have that amazing focal point there. And I'm gonna add one of the enamel shapes to it. So here I have my rich raspberry ones, and I'm gonna use the small little circle and use my paper snips as little tweezers. Here on this one I actually used a Night of Navy enamel shape, but I thought I would use a rich raspberry for this one. So super fabulous, and a great way that you can use those images and layer them on top of each other for a stunning look. Let me bring in a few other samples that I used using this fabulous Petals and Paisleys suite. So we have that card there, and then this one that uses the amazing framelits as well with some of that copper foil, which is yum yum yummy. And then this one uses some of the designer paper as well as some of the new ribbon, and then I just stamped the greeting there at the top. And then some more fabulous designer series paper used for this card. And then I used the stamp set to create that amazing background for that card. Love, love, love it. So many great ways to use this amazing stamp set and coordinating die cuts as well as designer series paper. Of course, I'll be posting all of these on my blog at laurastamppad.com, so be sure to check that out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe if you're new, as I post every Tuesday and Thursday. And I'll see you next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.